Welcome back inside the East Gymnasium here on the campus of the United States Air Force Academy. Northern Colorado storms back, wins the final 3 sets, and they earn a 3-2 victory over the Air Force Falcons. George Egan, Jason Carter. George, it was a tale of 2 matches. Falcons the first 2 sets, the Bears the last 3.
I think it was the first 2.5 sets Falcons and 2.5 for the Bears. They just had the extra momentum going into that. They started out in the 3rd set, just kept building and building and building, and the Falcons just had moments where they just let down. So
take a look at the team comparisons throughout the course of this match, and that hitting percentage for Air Force, that was up over 30 when we did this the first time, and did nothing but drop throughout the rest of the match.
And you can see most of it was pretty much even, except for aces. They had about 4 service aces that went into the net and just went over, and that scored 4 extra points. And that sort of demoralizes you if they did it. And it was like 3 or 4 in a row that they did. So it sort of, what do we do? What do we do? And now they're questioning themselves.
So let's take a look at some highlights. As we mentioned, the Falcons really kind of owned the first couple of sets. Elisa Walker had a career-high 20 kills, hit 28%, also had 10 digs, as she has her 5th career double-double. Her outside hitting partner, Ashley Bible, also set a career high. She had 21 kills, hit 19%, had 13 digs, also her 5th career double-double. But then the 3rd, 4th, and 5th sets belonged to the Bears. Gibbs, 9 kills, hit 35%, also had 5 blocks, as the Bears had 13 blocks overall. Tessina, you mentioned those aces. She had 4 of them to lead the Bears. Also contributed 12 kills, as UNC just absolutely owned momentum late on. And then finally, their top attacker, Bryn Rines, 13 kills, 10 digs, 26% in the hitting percentage, as UNC moves to 12-0 all-time at the Division I level against the Falcons, and Air Force just cannot get over that bear-sized mountain.
It's just, they had an opportunity. They were in control the first 2.5 sets, and then they just sort of let them back into it. And sometimes they had service errors when they could least afford it, especially in that 5th set. They should have been able to focus a little more getting the ball into the Bear court.
So Air Force will wrap up the Into the Blue Challenge tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. They will take on Utah Tech in the first ever meeting between these 2 schools. That's going to do it for us tonight. For our entire Falcon Vision crew, everyone here at the Academy, my partner George Egan, I'm Jason Carter. Thank you so much for staying up late with us. We will see you tomorrow at 11 when the Falcons take on the Trailblazers. Have a great night.